obsession. I think a lot about it, and I talk a lot about it because most of the video requests that I get from all of you have something to do with obsession. And how do I get out of this obsession? Because it can capture you. And your obsession over a person can just hold you down. The mental anxiety, the emotional pain, it's excruciating. You can't think, you can't sleep, you can't function. It's this wheel, a loop of obsession. So how do we break the loop? And I kept thinking, you know, I'm pretty good at breaking things down. There must be stages to obsession. So I have 5. I'm going to tell you how at each stage you can get off the exit ramp at that very stage. So here are the 5 stages of obsession. 1, the looks. I know, don't say it's so superficial. Yep. We all are susceptible to the looks, believe me. I've probably worked with 7,000 or 8,000 individuals at this point in my life. And can I tell you how many people are obsessed with somebody they really don't know, but they've got the look, the coloring, the build, whatever it is, the emotional Velcro from childhood, whatever that attraction is, it's visual. Now, what happens is we go into a loop because we keep trying to jam the qualities that we want into this magnificent package that is so luscious, and we've got to have it. And we get frustrated because it's not rendering what we want, and it is giving us such a problem. So people tend to throw money at it, they throw opportunities, they do everything they can and lose themselves in the process. We must reconfigure our thinking and think. This is how you get off the exit ramp. You redo this. If something happened to the looks, if there were an accident, if they lost a body part, is this somebody we truly love and want to be with? Just their energy. When you start to look for your match according to the qualities that they have and how you feel about yourself when you're with them, I promise you, you will never, ever, ever, ever sleep with somebody you find pug ugly and repulsive. It will never happen. You will automatically sense who you want to be with and whom you don't. But if you start with reading the qualities of this person first, then allow yourself to focus in on the rest of it, that will be successful. So when you look at this person and you realize that it is the look that has captured you, you're not going to be able to jam the qualities you want on the inside. And I know you don't want to give up, but you get off the exit ramp there because you say to yourself in the most basic, unflattering terms, I'm in love with the look. I don't even really know them. Well, actually, the part of them I know causes me nothing but pain. You've had black and white thinking. You have to unlock that thinking. They are not the only look for you. They are not the only one that has that. You think they are, they're not. So don't be so black and white. Open your mind up for greater possibilities and let go. That's exit number 1. Exit ramp number 2, it's the dream. And if you know me and you know my work, you hear me talk about this a lot. The dream activates that hook that makes you go into the loop. And this is the all or nothing scenario that you create around this person. It's also black and white thinking, and it's limited. You have a dream of what you want to experience, and you meet this person that maybe it's your first date in a long time, or somebody that you're just so tired and you don't want to go back out dating again, and you just want to jam them. This is not you jamming qualities into a person. This is you taking the person and jamming them into your dream, the story of what you want to create. And you're dead set on doing so. And they're just not cooperating. They're giving you a hell of a hard time. And now you're frustrated. So you're in the loop of obsession. How can I make this happen? What do I need to do? And everything you try doesn't seem to be working, or it works for a second and it doesn't work consistently. You are in love with the dream. You're not in love with this person. You're in love with the dream. Keep the dream, replace the person. That's the scenario. You can keep your dream. If this person is not rendering anything and being cooperative, you get off. That's your exit ramp, okay? And on to number 3. I have to put my glasses back on. Oh, the Polaroid. That's my term for the snapshot of the perfect moment. Some place along the line, when you got hooked on this person, you did so because there was a mental Polaroid. A friend of mine describes it to me. He was in the car driving. Of course, the weather was perfect. The music was great. And he looked over at the gal that he was seeing, and her hair was blowing, and she was happy, and they were happy, and they were, laughing. And it was this perfect moment. And he held on to that for 4 years of her abuse, her hot and cold, her in and out, her I love you, then I don't want to see you, I won't talk to you, and then suddenly crying that I love you. I mean, I was his sidekick the whole way, and it was torture. And she's a good girl, but she was so confused about him. And that snapshot, and you've got one. I know you do. Think about it. Maybe if not for this one, you did for somebody else, but you had that snapshot. It could have been the way you woke up and they were lying in bed, wrapped up in your arms. It could have been when you just looked over at them. Maybe you were watching a movie and you just saw a sweetness in their face the minute they put their head on your shoulder. It was something. And it was that thing that kicked off the dream and created the hook, the snapshot. What I want you to do is mentally think of the last 10 things that they did or didn't do that put you in agony. And take a snapshot of yourself as your head is in your hands, or you're tossing at night, or you're chain smoking, or you're doing whatever you're doing. Because that's what's really happening. Okay? You get off the exit ramp there. Hope. Hope is number 4. And I've written many times, hope, we need it, but hope can be harmful. Hope can keep us in there. Hope makes us think that they'll change. They'll change. We can change them. I've said this before, and those of you who've listened to my videos know that I had an 18-year-old client. I worked with him several times. Beautiful kid. Who said to me, I thought my love could heal her. He was from the South. And I thought, wow, how many of us have thought that? How many people still think that? All your good deeds, all your hoping, all your jamming, all of your energy into this person, I know you think, you want to believe you can heal them, you'll change them. Just if they just are loved enough. If I can just put in enough time, if they can just see me, if I can just take another year to show them how wonderful I am, how dedicated I am to their forward progress, if I can sacrifice my paychecks and keep supporting them in their, ongoing dream of being a startup CEO, if I can just, whatever, I'll prove to them that's all they need. Just a little more time. No. Hope has turned on you. And now your hope is harmful. Off the exit ramp. And the last one, you become a degenerate gambler. It's a frightening sight. They exist. It's a disease. But it's the one who's put everything on that gaming table and has lost so much time, money, sanity, reputation, that you can't leave. You're too ashamed to walk away with that big a loss. There's one move and one move only from that position, and that's push away from the gaming table. You gave it your all. No change. You're not going to stay there another second longer. You're in the negative. You've been negative for ages. That's when you evacuate the loop of obsession. Not going to happen. You never need to wonder what if, because you gave it every opportunity possible. So you can't let that one get you. So for those of you who are listening, again, I'm going to recap the 5 stages. You can get off at any time. The look, the visual, The dream that activated you, the Polaroid, the hope that became harmful, or the fact that you've just donated so much of your money and time and sanity to this cause. That's how you get out of the loop. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You walk away. Do you feel like a loser? Yeah. You lost at that. But the lesson is to learn, because relationships are two people. It shouldn't be this hard. Relationships can be challenging. They're not the price of your sanity and your self-esteem. They're not. They shouldn't cost you your balance on your bank accounts or your investments to keep somebody. That's not what we're looking at. What we're looking at is mutual love and respect. And the odd thing that you may not have felt for a while, safety and security and calm, peace of mind. And somebody who looks at you and you know that they've got your back. So please think about this. Get off the ramp anytime you want. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. If you want to work with me, I'll help you do it. Go to the consultation page and check me out. There are a couple different ways you can work with me. I hope this has helped all of you. No more obsession. Okay, take care now.